Hi guys. How you all doing? I hope you're sharp. I just want to update you on Nasdaq. I hope you've been following up on the setup that I made on the prediction that we got on Sunday. Remember, every Sunday I do make an analysis and tell you what to expect from either Nasdaq or US 30. Sometimes I do VIX 75 as well. So if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe and always come this side to check for new trading tips and also setups where I'll be sharing my view as to like where the market is most likely gonna go from there. And for those ones who watched the previous video, make sure that even in this one you stay with me throughout the end so that I can tell you where it is most likely to go from here. All right, let's get started. So let's just remind each other with regards to like what's happening on Nasdaq. So we said that, if you still remember, on monthly nothing much is happening. The price is basically bouncing from a monthly area of support. That's all that we know on monthly. And on weekly, we said the price is challenging the trend line. The price is challenging the trend line and it hit the opposite weekly area of support. Remember, always the price we are marking the zone below, which is the one that we touched here, and we always mark the zone above. So when you're taking trades, you need to know where to take those trades, and again you need to know where you are going to exit, which is why it's important to know about these areas of support and resistance so that you know where you're going to exit or where you're going to be looking for trades. So here we can see that, let me just put in the trend line so that you can see what I mean when I'm saying the weekly trend line is being challenged. So the weekly trend line is here. It's sort of here. And it was broken. And now we know that we're in consolidation. A weekly is in consolidation. And it is coming from a weekly area of support, a very strong one, and a zone that has never been tested before. Price is hitting it for the first time. And now I did say that you can expect some trades there, and if you manage to get trades from, I'll show you from on daily. So this is all that's happening on weekly. So on daily, I even told you that if you manage to get trades from, remember before the price gave us that pause that it is now approaching, this used to be our support, this one. And I said the price was bouncing between. If you watch the previous video, I even showed you that this is what how this thing unfolded. So this was our resistance at some point before it was broken towards the end of last week. So the price was basically bouncing in between this support and that resistance like this. And if you, like when you're getting to this, you're buying, selling like that until one of them is broken. And the price reached this one. It gave you some nice rejection candlesticks and then it took off. And then from there, before breaking that area of resistance, it gave us this pause. It paused here and then took off and broke the resistance, which means this resistance is now out. And this market pauses the new support, which means this one is no longer as important because it's too far. So we need to deal with the one that is in our on our way first before we can add another one. And the daily trend line is somewhere around here. So I said to you, this area of resistance here on daily, it's a very, very, very strong area of resistance, because if you remember what the price did when it was coming from it, when this zone was formed, it pushed all the way down, it broke all these areas of support here, it even had like a gap inside. So this was a very strong area of resistance, and remember, it is inside that weekly area of resistance that we saw on weekly. So which is why I said here, make sure that you exit and even look for trades to the downside. But when you're looking for trades to the downside, I said we expect it to be, I could be wrong, we could be wrong, we are not God. We just make decisions based on what we are seeing here, and based on what is happening here, we expect the current move to the downside to be just a pullback. We don't expect it to go too far, simply because the price is bouncing from that monthly area of support. So we're saying even this market pause here, it is most likely going to reject the price. If it doesn't, then the price will come down, then we'll remove it. If it gets violated, we'll remove it and now target the zone at the swing, at the swing low. But for now, until that is broken, we are just having our eyes on this one, looking for rejections from there. So that's all that you are having on daily. And I think here I even mentioned it. It said this looks like a it was not a very clear one, like a engulfing pattern, bearish engulfing. But I said the bodies seem to be around the same. So I was like, no, it's fine. Even if you don't treat it as engulfing, it's fine. It's fine. So let's check H4. So on H4, this is what we are having. Remember on Sunday we spoke about this is that daily area of resistance there at the top. So it's very important for you to be able to identify the key areas on your chart, because that's where the price is most likely gonna be rejected. So you can see the bulls were pushing nicely, strongly, but as soon as they hit that daily zone, which is inside the weekly one, they started forming those bearish rejection candlesticks, which is not a good sign. So that's why I was saying that you can look for trades there, or if it gets a breakout, but we're not gonna look to buy anywhere around here until the price hits here. And you can see so far the price has been dropping nicely towards that level. So this is how you're supposed to analyze. So it's very important for you to be able to know where the price is most likely going to turn, because we are not saying if you analyze like this, you'd be like risk free, like you're going to win all your trades, or no, it's just saying that you're going to increase your chances of getting it right. You see, because you need to know the key areas on your chart. So when you can identify those key areas, at least you'll know that when you're taking your trades, you are taking them in which direction, what are you targeting, and stuff like that. So from here, this is how you should trade it. So you need to update your drawings. That's the key thing. In terms of the support and resistance, we don't have much to update on, but in terms of your trend line, you need to do something about that, simply because every time the price is moving to the upside, or moving to the downside, you need to make sure that you update the trend line for that move. So here we can say currently our trend line to the downside, it looks something more or less something like that. And this one has been violated. It's no longer important. You can remove it from your chart, because even when the price is coming back, it's not going to help you in making decisions, so you don't have to keep it there. And on H4, this is the nearest area of resistance, this one here. So what is it that you're expecting? If you manage to catch a trade to the downside, you have to exit anywhere around. You don't have to wait for it to dip inside, but anywhere around here you can exit. And make sure that even how you manage your stop loss must be very strict, because the price is almost there. And this big one is the daily zone, that we marked on daily. Remember the market post that we marked on daily, saying this is the area where we're going to be searching for trades. This one here, this one. So this is you can see it even from the drawing on H4. You can see I even marked the H4, which is inside that big daily. So I'm saying anywhere inside this big daily, you are more than welcome to expect some rejections. We are not saying they're going to be there, but you can expect them. You can even search for trades to go up. If you don't get any confirmation, then you don't have a trade. But my prediction is that from anywhere around here, the price is higher chances of being rejected. If it gets violated, you still have the trend line, so you can still look for another area, a zone that is around the trend line, and still try that again. So that's what you can expect from here. Or even if you wait and hope that it will get into the smaller H4 one, you can do that. You see, because remember I'm saying this when I was predicting it, I didn't expect it. I still don't believe it's gonna be a very extended move to the downside, because we're coming from the monthly area of support. So it can just be a pullback, and then from there you search for trades during that pullback, so that you can join and hope that the price will give you a one new and fresh impulse move to the upside. So that's what you're trying to catch. This one here, we're just trying to catch the pullback, because we're saying the price has hit a higher time frame zone, which is where we are like the price is most likely going to be rejected. So which is the reason why we're looking for trades from there. So now the price is doing exactly that. So be on a lookout to see how the price is going to react around here. So I think that's all that I have for you guys, and then I hope that you can see that the setups that I've been sharing here, the tips, how showing you how to analyze, it works. It's not 100%, but it works. And if you're interested in learning how to trade like this, I've got guys that I took in 3 weeks back, I think. They wanted to learn this style of trading. I took them in there 8, and then so far they're doing well, and it's our 3rd week now. And so if you are interested, you'll just let me know. Maybe if I decide to take another group, I'll just add you to that group, because the aim is just to make sure that every guy that I have in the group should be able to do this by themselves by the time I'm done with them. You see, because it's very important for you to know, to be able to open any chart on any time frame and know how to approach it, so that you can come up with high odd setups. That is very crucial, and if you can't do that, then it's gonna be very tricky and difficult for you to make it, or just to be consistent in your trades. You see, so consistency is very important, and always use risk management. All right, I think this one I'm gonna end it here, guys, and then I'll see you in the next one. So from anywhere inside here, you can try and search for any signs of reversal or anything of that kind. Then you're going to be searching for trades and expect the price to be rejected. But if you manage to catch it from the top, kudos to you. This is what you've been predicting since Sunday. All right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Sharp.